All right, final class. We're going to do some review, leave you with some thoughts at the end. And any class that you missed this week, you can pick it up on YouTube. All 4 classes now are up on YouTube. This one will be posted sometime by tomorrow morning. So over the weekend, if you missed any of the classes, I definitely encourage you to start with Class 1. We had Larry on Tuesday evening, was very good. And then Class 3, 4, and then tonight. Okay, I'll put together the quiz. It's going to be probably, 5 to 8 questions. Pretty simple stuff. We're going to review everything that's on it. So if you attended the class, you will know the answers without fail. Okay, it's not going to be even a problem. But I do the quizzes because that's how I issue the certificates. Anybody that takes a quiz, sends it back to me, they get a certificate. Certificate you can print out. It'll be in PDF file. You can print out and then put it in a frame and put it on your wall. Kind of neat on that. So we try to do that with every group marketing class. Now, I also want to encourage you guys that have not attended the group marketing class for the Select RX program, because you're going to be calling on companies where the zero copay might not especially fit that company. Okay, you can fall back on the Select RX. That tells you how to set up a group presentation. I have documents for that. If you take one of those classes and you want those files or documents, you got to let me know and I can send them to you. Okay, but we have 2 great programs, a Select RX for group marketing and, of course, the zero copay for group marketing as well. So we had all the bases covered there, and you guys will reap the benefits of that. Okay, let's just go ahead and review a little bit. I'm going to put some things up on the screen, talk about it a little bit, and then we'll go down the list here of the things that I have, and then we'll have some questions at the end. Okay, first thing I'm going to put up on the screen, we talked about a website. Okay, if you remember on Monday, guys, if you're looking for a name, now if you're doing anything with schools or government agencies, you can actually go to their websites, okay, and you might pull a name out. So that will probably work for you. If it does not, you go to data.com, data.com. On the right-hand side, you click Learn More, all right, and then right here, this green button, okay, you want to click that Free Sign Up. And you fill out the info there, and down here you're going to click Free, all right, and you create a username and password, okay, and basically what's going to happen, you log in, and there's a search box. You'll be able to search for a company, and then you'll be able to bring up corporate officers. Okay, that'll give you a name. All right, it won't provide you with an email, okay, but you'll have and it won't provide that particular person's extension, their phone, but it will provide the general phone for the company, and it will provide the mailing address and the name of a human resource director or someone that might be in charge of benefits or whatever. You can look down through there and look on the Monday class to review that, and I go through there and show you exactly once you log in what you could expect on that. So data.com is just one resource. You can always Google anything, okay, if you're looking for hospitals, General St. Mercy Hospital administrator for Springfield, Illinois, and all kinds of things you can look up. You just narrow the search down, and you'll be able to find names, okay? Do a little bit of research, you'll be able to find names. But data.com, that's the website that you can use to look up information on companies. Okay, so let me go ahead get this out of here. All right, the next website we talked about, if you remember, is our own website, LoneStarSuccessTeam.com. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and click on the menu, upper left-hand corner here, and then in the black area, you've got the menu choices, and you want to click on Marketing Ideas. Okay, and then Large Group Marketing. All right, and if you guys have not gone through this, I would encourage you to read all through this. Okay, there's some files to download. The employee overview, which I've already sent everybody, but sample enrollment forms and dependent forms, you can get these on the Lone Star Meds website, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. But then you go down here and you review the information. There's some more information on group marketing here, and then you click on this right here, the 6 simple steps. So what you want to do, okay, because this is the area for the consultation, if you remember, request a consultation, okay? But you want to, the URL is this up here, LoneStarSuccessTeam.com, and then the slash, and then a large group marketing 2 right there. You're going to want to copy that and then save it to your desktop, okay, so that you don't have to go through all 3 pages when you're requesting a consultation. Now, a consultation is nice because you get to lean on the CEO of the company and the national sales director, Chris Smith, and Larry Spear, and any other staff that may assist in that. So when you make the initial contact, okay, what you're going to do is you're going to let Larry or Chris seal the deal for you. Okay, they're the experts in the field, all right, and they'll be able to do it for you. All right, they'll be able to do it for you. And you want to lean on them because you don't want to navigate this new product by yourself. Okay, you want to lean on them as much as possible. You fill out the info, and then we can set up a consultation with whatever company you contacted. It could be a 3-way call, 4-way call, whatever, conference calling, whatever on that, and everybody can be on the call, and either Larry or Chris can close it for you, sell it for you, whatever on that. So that's where you go for the consultation. You fill in your information, okay, on that. All right, and then you're going to request a list billing run, or it says it right here. Well, I think this is the analysis. Let me just see. Yeah, this is an analysis, but you're going to get something similar to that, okay? And I'll put our analysis up on the screen here in a minute. But you're going to request a billing run, or when Chris is doing a consultation, or Larry, they can say that that's what we need. That would be the next step. And so the company will know that they're going to provide Lone Star with that, with the prescriptions that the company pays for each month, broken down by date, by month, and cost, and what the prescription is, so that we take that information from the company, and then our staff does an analysis, a comparison, and once they have that comparison in hand, guys, they're going to say, let me get started with this, okay, because it's a no-brainer. But we have to get past the gatekeeper, and I had a couple agents I've already talked to that have had a little bit of trouble, especially with the school districts, okay, because the school districts think we're selling supplemental insurance, and they only deal through brokers, okay, and all of that. Well, we're not a vendor, okay. This is not a program that they need a contract for, okay, and of course, sometimes it might be hard to break into that circle because no one wants to share the pie, and our sole purpose is to put those brokers out of business. The ones that, we're not going to put them out of business in the healthcare plan, but anybody that's pushing a prescription plan, they're going to lose their commissions on that because we're going to take over in that area. We just have to get past the hang-ups there. But, let us know if you have any problems when you're speaking to groups or companies. Let me know, and I'll give a heads up to Chris and Larry, and we'll figure out, what we need to do on that, okay? Let me put up on a screen here real quick the, let's see, the phone scripts that we talked about. Well, actually, it's just one script here, okay? And, it's pretty comprehensive there in this little paragraph. Now, you can, if you're sending out an email or something, you can just copy and paste that. If you need to change the wording, that's okay. The idea is we want to get information in their hands by any means possible, whether that's fax, whether that's email, whether that's direct mail. Okay, without the information, they're not going to be able to make an informed decision. Okay, so we're going to try to get information in their hands any way we can. Okay, and this script is a way of doing that. Okay, if you're going to make some calls or send out an email, this is pretty good. And, of course, you guys can come up with your own. That's not a problem, or modify this, whatever you've got to do on that. Okay, let me put up on the board here an example of let's see. Let's go ahead, first of all, talk about the overview, okay? Now, this is a file that I send to companies that I've got my foot in the door, okay, and they would like some information. This is the file I send them because it's very, very comprehensive, okay? It doesn't take really long to read down through there, and when they look at the file and they review that, there's not going to be any question to what this is, okay, because it explains it magnificently, okay, and that's really the idea, is you let these tools work to your advantage, okay, and, you know, this talks about our program not replacing anything they currently have, okay, there's no cost associated with this, no setup, and it's, you know, very easy to manage. They don't have to hire a third party to do it, okay, and everybody wins in this situation here, okay, and remember also that once you get your foot in the door, you send them that information, okay, they send that list billing. We do an RX analysis, okay, and the RX analysis there, we showed that for a smaller company, and the savings here, when we go down through here, all of the medications that are listed, you know, and we'll do a side-by-side comparison, what they're paying, how much we can save them, and you can see here it's substantial. Okay, they were paying $19,669 yearly. Okay, the cost to our program is going to be $4,700. That is significant. Over 75% savings. 75%. That is, talk about affecting the bottom line. That affects it tremendously. Okay, so, you know, I know it's going to be a little hard to get past the gatekeeper, get past the first person you talk to, whatever, but don't give up, okay, because we have tools in place. We have Larry and Chris to help you out, and, you know, any roadblocks, any snags you run into, let me know, and we'll come up with some solutions around that and figure out what we need to do to help you out, okay? But we can do the RX analysis, and then once that goes back to the company and gets in their hands, that's a no-brainer decision, you know, to make to, you know, definitely to work with Lone Star. Okay, now we also have a website. Let me put that up here. Our website is LoneStarMeds.net, LoneStarMeds.net. Okay, now what you don't want to do is when you're talking to a company or whatever, you don't want to say, here's the website, go to the website, because what's going to happen, they're going to go to the site here, they're going to read all this stuff, they're going to click on this, that's the overview, okay, they're going to click on Contact Us, they may not remember who they were referred by, so they're going to put their name and email, and then they're going to send it off, Lone Star is going to contact them, and they're not going to know. So you do not want to send anybody to this site. You want to get information in their hand first, okay, and then you mention to them, we have a website, LoneStarMeds.net, and I always say it's a sample site because we can co-brand that. The logo at the top, the Lone Star logo, that can have your logo. You know, Central School District or ABC Manufacturing or United Auto Workers Union or whatever there, and it can be co-branded, and then their association or employees can go to this site, okay, and click on dependent form, employee form, they can enroll, and then of course they can check the medications. And guys, when they check the medications, okay, they're going to be astounded because right now in a self-funded prescription plan, there's a copay. Okay, a $100 prescription at Walmart, there may be a $20 or $30 copay on that for the employee, and the employer picks up the rest. Let's say the employee pays $30. The employer pays the difference, that's $70. Okay, well, Lone Star comes in, we have a program that doesn't change your existing setup. That'll still be in place. That will not be replaced. Okay, that will run. But what will happen then is the employee will come to this site here, they'll click on the medication, they'll find out that the Abilify or Crestor or one of the drugs listed on the formulary that they currently pay $30 for, they have zero copay now. So they don't pay anything. So the employee is going to be very happy. Okay, he's going to save a ton of money, especially if he's getting a lot of medications for himself, his kids, his spouse. Okay, or vice versa. If she's works for the company that has this, going to save money for her spouse and her kids. And the employer definitely is going to be jumping up and down because instead of $70 now, they may be paying $40 or $50. So they're saving money because Lone Star is going to cut that current spending bill. And then what happens to that plan there? Okay, all of a sudden, no prescriptions are being purchased from that other plan. So the TPA or the broker that put it together, okay, that plan, they're going to call, what happened? Well, we want this program called Lone Star Script Care, zero copay. A broker's going to say, what? Because this is going to be the only program like this in the United States. So you're going to have a lot of pissed off brokers, but you know what? I don't care. We're going to put every one of those suckers out of business. They could still sell the health care, but we're going to dominate the prescription industry for companies in America. Within the next 5 years, okay, we're going to be bigger than, I don't even have words for it. It's going to be huge. Okay, because, we're coming in, we're not changing anything. We're not changing our structure. We're not changing anything. It's not like they're going to call up the broker and say, hey, we're going to replace your plan, okay, that you came up with, and we're going to go with Lone Star. They don't have to tell anybody. The plan just, it's set up free of charge. The employers don't pay anything. Lone Star sets up the plan, okay, and everything is done from the website. The employee fills out the info, and they've got frequently asked questions they can get on the website there. They can check the meds, and it has instructions for them, what they need to do. So it's pretty simplified, and then they go to the website and have the company's name at the top. So it looks very professional. Just absolutely amazing what Lone Star came up with on this program. But guys, we're just getting started, but we're brand new. No one's heard of us. Okay, so we have to make inroads, but there is going to be friction. I guarantee it. Anytime you replace somebody's business, there's going to be friction, but I don't care. We're going to stomp out the competition, just like we did in everything else we came up with. SelectRx, we destroy the competition. We are absolutely going to bury, okay, every prescription plan out there right now. Not even going to be close. Okay, and no one's going to be able to come up with anything close to what we're doing. Okay, just not going to happen, guys. So don't sit on the sidelines with this. Get started on Monday. Okay, review all the information, everything you've got to do to prepare yourself and get busy. Now, you guys that are business builders, you already have small business leads that you can work from. Okay, you guys that are affiliate agents, you can either open a phone book or you can go on data.com. You can put in the name of a company. You could start doing research on the internet, on Google. Find out companies, find out names, okay? Do the research, put in the time because it's going to come back to reward you greatly. Okay, and this is something you need to take seriously because there's absolutely slam dunk serious money in this business. Okay, there's zero copay. All right, this, no one has anything like this, and it's not like someone's going to come along and duplicate this. Okay, by the time someone does, we will own 100% of the market. Okay, that's my goal. I'm the director of corporate development for Lone Star. Well, I'm going to develop this program so big that no company can even think about coming up with a program like this because we will have covered every inch of the globe. Okay, there's not going to be any room for any competition 5 years down the road if I have anything to say about it. You guys are going to be the only ones that are going to have access to this program. Okay, and this is going to be phenomenal because it's going to change a lot of things in the prescription health area, in America. And 2017, mark my word, is going to be the Armageddon for healthcare disaster. Okay, and healthcare plans are going to come crumbling down. Premiums are going to shoot through the roof. You're already seeing it in the state of Texas, 50 and 60%. Premiums are going up. had an agent share that the state of Arizona going to be a disaster in 2017, as well as a lot of other states. That's a shame. The government, and I think people mean well. People have the right intentions, but the government needs to stay out of healthcare. I'm serious about that. Private enterprise is the only way to go because there's always competition. Okay? And unfortunately, we're going to see a lot of effects of government handling of healthcare next year, and that's going to be sad. But, guys, we're going to be there to pick up the pieces in the prescription area. Okay? So you need to really establish a footing now. Okay? Get your foot in the door, talk to companies, get a few companies under your belt so that when we see the great storm, okay, of healthcare sitting over everybody's heads, that you have a solution to a big problem within healthcare itself, and that's high drug costs. Okay, we have a rock-solid plan here. Okay, but it starts with a commitment. So you guys are taking the group marketing class. You have to make that commitment to make something happen. But the Zero Copay website, absolutely fantastic. Company has their name here. Lone Star's hosting everything. They don't even have to pay for that. Lone Star's picking up all the costs. Man, you can't go wrong. I mean, if you're a company, you cannot go wrong with this program. There's no downside, okay, to this program whatsoever. It's just absolutely phenomenal. So just absolutely amazing. All right, guys. And yesterday we talked about, and I won't put that article up there, okay, but we talked about self-funded versus fully funded. And remember, self-funded, okay, is the name of the companies that we're going to have the best opportunity with because they underwrite their own prescription costs. Okay, fully funded companies do not, but you're going to come across fully funded healthcare companies. You're going to come across companies that have nothing in place. Okay, we have an answer for that. Fully funded companies may take a look at what we're doing. They may change some of the practices in their healthcare. Okay, especially with all of the problems that are going to come in the next couple of years in healthcare. Okay, you're providing solutions to those fully funded companies now that they may make a decision on a year from now. Okay, so don't shy away from any company. All right, and the companies that don't have a healthcare program or a prescription program, you're going to come along. They may consider, maybe at one time the company had a healthcare and a prescription program, but it became very cost inefficient. Okay, they could not afford it, so they dropped the healthcare and the prescription. You come along, and they may think about adding the prescription back in, and this program is a way to do that. So. And then if they can't afford anything at all, that's fine. We fall back on our Select RX program for the group marketing. So we got all the bases covered. You guys, I mean, it's like going out into, it's just amazing. It's like going fishing, okay, in a huge lake, okay, and then draining all the water out of the lake, and there's the fish laying on the ground. All right, you don't even need a fishing pole. Okay, they're going to be there for the taking. I mean, this is we have all the tools in place. Lone Star has perfected a tremendous program here. Okay, all it takes is boots on the ground, legs on the ground, and that's what you guys are. Okay, and I mean, the sky's the limit really with this program. It's just absolutely phenomenal. But let's look here. Prescription costs, 66% of all employees in the USA are in a self-funded program. That's a huge number, guys. 91% of companies with 5,000 or more employees are self-funded. Okay, the top 3 self-funded industries, okay, school districts are 70%, hospitals and clinics are 65%, local, county, and state governments are 63%. Okay, now don't jump into your state government on Monday. Hit your local government. If you're going to concentrate on the governments, hit your local government, okay, and get every one of those guys signed up, and then tackle your county, and then go after your state, okay, because, there is all kinds of business out there, okay, everywhere you turn, and this is going to be phenomenal. I mean, it's just absolutely tremendous what's going to happen here. Okay. Now the commission rate, okay, for the program again is 5% for affiliate, 10% for business builder. So if you're an affiliate and you go out and you're going to call on a couple companies and you got a company that's interested, you better upgrade to business builder, okay, because you don't want to get half the commission that somebody else would. All right, so that's something to consider on that. Now remember, guys, there are no overrides on this. So if you're doing this for yourself, okay, you're not using your team and getting overrides. Okay, now somebody on your team may want to do this, but you don't want to spread yourself or you don't want to concentrate just on this, because we have programs for everybody in America. Okay, we have programs for consumers, diabetics. So there are a lot of things that we can help with. Okay, but this program right here will let you reach the masses, and Larry calls it fishing with a net rather than a hook. Okay, and agreed, it's not going to be for everybody. Okay, and if it's not for you, don't worry, because Lone Star is big enough to where something else might be for you. Okay, but I think all of you guys on the call can handle the zero copay, and once you get yourself immersed in this and go through a couple situations there with the consultation, the three-way calls, seeing how this is set up, I think you're gonna understand it and you're gonna feel very comfortable. Okay, but 5% affiliate commission, 10% business builder. No overrides on this yet. There may be somewhere down the future. We're paid once a month. Okay, what happens is that the company's going to be billed based upon the month of August. Company's going to be spending $10,000 in their prescription costs with Lone Star. Okay, they're going to be billed for $10,000, and you're going to get 10% as a business builder. Okay, which is a grant. Okay, and if you have 2, 3, 4 companies, 5 companies, 6 companies, man, you got all kinds of cash flow coming in, and that's really the idea. And then once you have one company, you'll be able to use that as a business reference to go after other companies, or school districts or whatever. But I want to caution you guys. Don't sit on the sidelines. I've already talked to 2 agents, and they said, "Well, I'm gonna wait till somebody else has gone through the process, okay, and I have something to fall back on, a reference or whatever." Now, I guess if you're dealing with a large organization and you want to do that, that is fine, okay, but don't sit on the sidelines when this is so powerful right now, okay? I mean, whether you're dealing with a company that's 1,000 people or 100,000 people, it's all the same information, okay? Everybody gets the same product, okay? It's set up the same way. Nothing's different. Only the number changes from company to organization, okay? Only the numbers change there, okay? Nothing changes as far as the setup. So whether it's a company of 500 or 1,000 or 100,000, doesn't matter, okay? Now, the bigger the company, obviously, going to be a little bit harder to get, but that's why we have Chris and Larry and the staff. You have me to answer questions, whatever I can do. We have all kinds of resources available for you. Now, guys, what I want you to do when you do the three-way call and all of that, you got to keep me in the loop here, okay? Because I don't want to find out after the fact that I taught a class here and one of you guys went out and signed up a company that had 50,000 employees. I don't want to hear that from Larry or Chris. I want to know from you, hey, Dave, I got this company here. I just sent in the information in to get a consultation. You got to keep me in the loop because I work with the agents, okay? And I'm putting my heart and soul into this program and working with you guys. So don't shut me out, okay, even though I may not at the beginning doing the three-way calls because I am very busy doing a lot of other things. So, we're gonna make Chris and Larry earn their money just like I earn mine, okay? And we're gonna put them to good use. So fall back on that, but keep me in the loop, whatever you're doing. And any questions you have about this, let me know. I'm the first guy you would come to. Okay, don't any questions about the program, come to me first rather than bombard Chris or Larry. They have different responsibilities. It's my responsibility to work with the agents. So let me know if I do not have the answer. Okay, I will get it for you to make sure that we get the correct answer. Okay, my emails and my contacts for Chris and Larry get answered a lot quicker than yours do. Okay, so let me know whatever you're doing and how I can help. And remember, I'm the guy that can do any type of flyers or marketing material or pieces for you guys if you need it. Okay, but don't wait for someone else to do something before you do something, because we're all pioneers here. Everybody on this call, everybody that's going to do this program is a pioneer. Okay, a pioneer means that you're involved in something that's never been done before. Okay, the pioneers that went west, no one ever blazed that trail, but after they blazed that trail, okay, millions of people followed. Okay, they were the forefathers, okay, of what was to follow. Same thing here, guys. We're a relatively small company. This program is brand new. Okay, you guys are going through group marketing. If you are in an area, okay, and you're going to go out and do this program, I don't want you to wait for someone else to have success, okay, because, you know, someone else may come along and steal your thunder. We don't want to see that happen. Okay, so don't sit on the sidelines. Whatever problems you encounter or whatever, we'll figure out a solution. And remember, we have Chris Smith on our side. Chris is the architect of the program. He's the architect that designed the building. What greater person to have in your corner, okay, than the person that designed the program himself? That's like having Bill Gates on a three-way conference call, okay, on how to operate Windows. I mean, that's it. You know, that's who we have. We have the architect of this program. Okay, so, you know, fall back on that, and we have a lot of resources here for you guys. And I've spoken to a couple of agents that are just, I mean, one guy said, man, I just can't even, you know, I mean, he said, you know, I'm thinking about this all the time, and I'm really excited, and I like to hear that because it's an exciting time at Lone Star. This program, okay, is going to produce millions and millions and millions of dollars for Lone Star, for the agents. It's going to save millions of dollars, okay, for companies, and it's going to save a lot of money for the employees that are involved with this program. And eventually we're going to knock down all of the prescription plans in place until Lone Star occupies the market. There's not going to be anything called market share because we're going to own all of the market. We're not going to share a piece of the pie with anybody else. We're going to own everything, okay? And no one is going to have a piece of the pie unless they have a key. And the only way to get that, obviously, you have to become an agent. So, guys, the sky's the limit here. I want to thank everybody for putting up with me, the 5 classes here. I know it's tough every night, but I think this is the best thing. And, you know, we were able to continue information night after night. And I'm going to prepare the quiz, send it out to you guys. You can take a week or so, get it back to me, and then I'll look at it and then send you your certificates by email. Now, if you want any of the documents or whatever, or you don't have any that I talked about, let me know, and I'll get them to you. You know, not a problem. And, you know, I'm really looking forward to working with each of you guys in this program. And remember, you're pioneers. There are going to be people a year from now that are going to follow what you did, okay, because you're already going to be a 6-figure income earner, okay, and then you're going to be giving group marketing classes, probably live classes in your area because you're going to be full-time for Lone Star, okay, so you're going to be giving a live class in your state or a 5-county area in your state, and we're going to have 100 people sitting in on a live class that you're going to have because you're making 6 figures with Lone Star. You made it through the zero copay program, and, you know, that's the day I look forward to, okay, when we can have the live classes and have people go to those. I mean, then we're going to grow by leaps and bounds. But, guys, you're pioneers, okay, so there is going to be struggle, okay, but the pioneers are always the people that are put on the pedestals in any organization, any endeavor, okay, those are always the people that that others look up to, okay, because they pioneered the way for other people, and you guys have that opportunity, which is fantastic. You know, you want to be a part of something that's never been done before. You want to ski down a mountain that has never been skied down before. Do you want to jump in a lake that no one's ever touched before? Well, guess what? You have that opportunity here, right now, staring you in the face, and this is it. All right. The question is, are you going to grab the golden ring of that opportunity and make something of it? Because you have all the tools, you have all the help. Okay. Now you just have to decide within yourself. You know, you have to get excited about this. But the sky's the limit, guys, and anything we can do to help, you know, let us know. And I really want to wish you much success with this program and everything else you do at Lone Star. And I really count it a privilege to have been with you this week in doing the group marketing class.